There's a photograph that I keep coming back to. A woman named Yoshiko Shimada, taken on her 94th birthday in Okinawa, Japan. In the photograph, she's standing in her garden, barefoot, holding a basket of sweet potatoes. Her skin is smooth, not young, but smooth, the kind of skin that looks like it's been taken care of from the inside. Her hair is white but thick, full, not thinning the way you'd expect from a woman who has lived nearly a century. When researchers from the Okinawa Centenarian study analyzed women like Yoshiko, they found something that didn't make sense at first. These women had collagen density levels comparable to women in their 40s. Not their 90s, their 40s. And the researchers couldn't figure out why, because these women weren't using expensive skincare products, they weren't taking supplements, they weren't doing anything that the Western beauty industry would recognize as anti-aging, but they were doing three things every single day, without even thinking about it. Three things that flooded their bodies with the exact micronutrients that collagen needs to keep rebuilding itself. And those three things are what this video is about. But before I get into them, I need you to understand something, because this isn't just about looking younger. This is about a biological process that once you understand it, changes how you think about every wrinkle, every strand of thinning hair, every nail that cracks when you try to open something. Your body right now, as you watch this, is producing collagen. It hasn't stopped. Even if you're 60, even if you're 75, your body is still manufacturing this protein. But here's the problem. After the age of 40, the rate of production drops by roughly 1% per year. That sounds small, 1%, but it compounds. By 50, you've lost 10%. By 60, you've lost 20%. By 70, you've lost 30% of the collagen production you had as a young woman. And collagen isn't just one thing. It's not just skin. It's a structural protein that holds everything together. Your skin, your hair, your nails, your joints, your gut lining, your blood vessels. When collagen goes, everything goes, not all at once, slowly, quietly. One morning you notice your jaw looks different. A few months later, your hair feels thinner when you run your fingers through it. Then your nails start splitting. And you think these are three separate problems. You buy a face cream for the skin, a biotin gummy for the hair, a nail hardener from the drugstore. But it's not three problems. It's one problem, showing up in three places. And the solution isn't on the surface. It never was. A dermatologist who has spent over 30 years studying how skin ages at the cellular level recently published something that quietly changed how the medical community thinks about this process. She identified three specific vitamins, not supplements, not products, three vitamins that are naturally present in food that most women over 60 are severely deficient in. And when those deficiencies are corrected, the visible changes can begin in as little as 8 weeks. The third one on this list is one that I guarantee most of you have never associated with your skin, hair, or nails. Stay with me. Vitamin number 1, vitamin C. Now I know what you're thinking. Vitamin C. That's it? That's a big revelation? I take vitamin C every day. I drink orange juice, and that's exactly the problem. Most women over 60 think they're getting enough vitamin C because they have a glass of orange juice in the morning, or they take a basic multivitamin. But here's what the research actually shows. The amount of vitamin C in a glass of orange juice is a fraction of what your body needs for collagen synthesis. It's enough to prevent scurvy. It's not enough to rebuild your skin, because vitamin C isn't just an immune booster. That's the role everyone knows about. Vitamin C has a second, far more important role that almost nobody talks about. It's the essential cofactor for an enzyme called prolyl hydroxylase. Without this enzyme, your body physically cannot assemble collagen fibers. The amino acids are there, the building blocks are there, but without vitamin C activating that enzyme, the fibers never get assembled. They just float around uselessly and eventually get broken down. Imagine hiring a construction crew to build a house. You deliver all the lumber, all the nails, all the concrete, but nobody brought a hammer. That's what happens inside your body when vitamin C is low. All the raw materials are present, but the tool that puts them together is missing. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition followed 4,025 women between the ages of 40 and 74 over a period of several years. They measured vitamin C intake and correlated it with skin appearance. The women in the highest quartile of vitamin C consumption had significantly fewer wrinkles, significantly less skin dryness, and significantly better overall skin appearance than those in the lowest quartile. And the difference wasn't subtle. It was visible to the naked eye, not just measurable in a lab. Visible, and here's what surprised me. Oranges are actually one of the weaker sources of vitamin C. Guava has 4 times more per serving. Red bell peppers have nearly 3 times more. Kiwi is almost double. Broccoli has more. If you've been relying on orange juice as your primary source of vitamin C, you've been leaving your collagen production chronically underfueled for years. But there's another layer to this. Vitamin C is water soluble. Your body doesn't store it. Whatever you don't use within a few hours, you excrete, which means a single large dose in the morning is far less effective than smaller amounts spread throughout the day. Your collagen synthesis doesn't shut off at noon. It runs 24 hours a day. It needs a steady supply. So that's vitamin number 1, not just any vitamin C. Clinical dose consistent throughout the day. Vitamin number 2, biotin, also called vitamin B7. If vitamin C is the tool that builds collagen, biotin is the factory that produces keratin, and keratin is the other structural protein that most women don't think about until it's too late. Collagen gives your skin its firmness. Keratin gives your hair its strength and your nails their hardness. They're two different proteins doing two different jobs, but they depend on each other. If your skin's collagen matrix is deteriorating, but your hair and nails are fine, you've only got a collagen problem. But if your skin, hair, and nails are all declining at the same time, that's both systems failing together, and that means you're deficient in both vitamin C and biotin simultaneously. Here's how biotin works. Your body uses biotin to metabolize amino acids, specifically the amino acids that form keratin chains. Without adequate biotin, your body can't produce enough functional keratin. Your hair shafts become thinner. They lose structural integrity. They break more easily. Your nails become soft instead of hard. They peel in layers. They crack down the middle. A clinical trial published in the Journal of Clinical and Aesthetic Dermatology took women with self-perceived thinning hair and gave them 2.5 milligrams of biotin daily, just biotin. Nothing else changed. After 90 days, the researchers measured significant improvement in hair volume, scalp coverage, and thickness. After 180 days, the improvements were even more pronounced. 6 months. That's all it took. But here's something most doctors don't mention during routine checkups. Biotin deficiency is far more common than previously thought, and certain extremely common medications actively deplete your biotin levels. Statins, beta blockers, ACE inhibitors, proton pump inhibitors, and if you're a woman over 60 on blood pressure or cholesterol medication, there's a reasonable probability that your biotin is being drained faster than you can replenish it from food alone. Alcohol depletes it. Antibiotics deplete it. Even raw egg whites deplete it because they contain a protein called avidin that binds to biotin and prevents your body from absorbing it. Cooked eggs are fine. The heat denatures avidin, but raw eggs in smoothies, you might actually be making your hair loss worse without knowing it. The best food sources are egg yolks, not egg whites, yolks, almonds, salmon, sweet potatoes, and lentils. If you look at the traditional diets of long-lived populations, those are exactly the foods they eat every day. Coincidence? I stopped believing in coincidences a long time ago when it comes to nutrition research. Now I want to share something relevant here. While studying the clinical pathways behind collagen synthesis and keratin production, I found something that shifted my understanding of supplementation entirely. Most collagen products on the market give you collagen peptides from the outside. Bovine collagen, marine collagen, and those have their place, but they're only half the equation. Your body produces its own collagen internally, a specific type called extracellular triple helical collagen, and that's the type that actually restructures your skin matrix from within. The problem is that after 40, your body dramatically slows down production of that internal collagen. A team of physicians developed a dual-action formulation that combines 3 types of external collagen peptides with the specific trigger nutrients, including clinical dose vitamin C and copper, that signal your body to restart its own internal collagen production. Published research in the Journal of the American College of Rheumatology supports this approach. I've reviewed their clinical data personally. I've placed a link to their scientific presentation in the description below. Vitamin number 3, and I saved this one for last because it's the one that most women have never connected to their skin, hair, or nails. Vitamin D. When you hear vitamin D, you probably think of bones, calcium absorption, maybe immune function. Your doctor has maybe mentioned it during a winter checkup, but vitamin D does something to your skin that almost no one in the mainstream health space is talking about. And it might be the most important piece of this entire puzzle. Your skin cells have a life cycle. Every single skin cell in your body is born in the deepest layer of the epidermis, a region called the basal layer. From there, it slowly migrates upward through several layers, changing shape and function as it goes. When it reaches the surface, it dies, hardens, and eventually sheds. This entire journey from birth to shedding is called cell turnover. In a young person, cell turnover takes about 28 days. A new cell is born, it rises to the surface, it sheds, and a fresh one replaces it. That's why young skin looks dewy, it's always fresh, always new. But by the time you reach 60, that cycle stretches to 45 days, sometimes 60 days, sometimes longer. Dead skin cells pile up on the surface because new cells aren't replacing them fast enough. Your complexion becomes dull. Fine lines deepen not because new wrinkles are forming, but because the old skin sitting on top of them isn't being replaced. You're looking at 60-day-old dead cells instead of 28-day-old fresh ones. Here's where vitamin D comes in. Vitamin D receptors are present on virtually every skin cell in your body. When those receptors are activated, they send a signal to the cell. Proliferate, differentiate, repair your DNA, replace yourself. Without adequate vitamin D, those signals weaken. Cell turnover slows even further. Your skin stagnates. Your hair follicles, which also depend on vitamin D receptor signaling, begin to miniaturize. Each new hair that grows is thinner and weaker than the last. Your nail matrix, which relies on vitamin D for proper keratinization, produces nails that are soft and fragile instead of hard and smooth. A study from the University of Cairo examined women experiencing unexplained hair loss. They tested their vitamin D levels and compared them to a control group of women with normal hair growth. The results were striking. The women with hair loss had significantly lower vitamin D levels. The correlation was strong enough that the researchers recommended vitamin D testing as a standard part of any hair loss evaluation, not as an afterthought, as a standard part. And here's the number that should concern you. An estimated 42% of American adults are vitamin D deficient. For women over 60, that number climbs above 60%. More than half of women in this age group are running their bodies on depleted vitamin D levels, and it's showing up everywhere, in their skin, in their hair, in their nails, in their energy levels, in their sleep quality, in their joint pain. The solution is almost absurdly simple. 10 to 15 minutes of direct morning sunlight before 10 a.m. Not through a window. Windows block UVB rays, and UVB is what your skin uses to synthesize vitamin D. You need direct exposure. Face, forearms, hands, 10 minutes. That's it. If you live in a northern climate where consistent sunlight isn't possible, supplementation with vitamin D3 combined with vitamin K2 is the clinical recommendation. D3 handles the synthesis. K2 ensures the calcium gets directed to your bones and teeth instead of accumulating in your arteries. They work as a pair. Now let me connect all three of these together. Because individually, each vitamin is important, but together, they form a system. And the system is far more powerful than any single component. Vitamin C provides the enzymatic trigger that assembles collagen fibers. Without it, raw materials sit idle. Biotin drives the metabolic pathway that produces keratin chains. Without it, your hair and nails lose their structural integrity. Vitamin D accelerates the cell turnover that carries both of those proteins to the surface. Without it, your body might be producing perfect collagen and perfect keratin deep inside, but the delivery system is broken. The fresh cells never reach the surface fast enough to make a visible difference. Remove any one of these three vitamins and the other two become significantly less effective. That's why isolated supplementation so often fails. Women take biotin for their hair and see no results because their vitamin C and vitamin D are both depleted. The biotin is working, but it can't do its job alone. These three vitamins work as a relay team. Break any one link and the chain fails. I want to be direct about something. If you're watching this and you're 60, 65, 70 years old, and your skin has lost its elasticity, and your hair is thinned, and your nails crack every time you try to do something with your hands, it's not because you're old. That's the lie we've all accepted. It's not age, it's depletion. 3 specific micronutrient levels have dropped below the threshold your body needs to maintain these tissues. Your body still knows how to build collagen. It still knows how to produce keratin. It still knows how to turn over skin cells. The machinery is intact. It's still running. It just doesn't have the fuel. A study from the University of Manchester tracked women aged 55 to 70 who began targeted supplementation with these 3 vitamins. Within 8 weeks, measurable improvements were observed in skin hydration, hair shaft diameter, and nail hardness. 8 weeks, 56 days, not years, not decades, not after expensive procedures. 56 days of giving your body what it was missing. Your body is not broken. It is waiting for you to give it what it needs. One more thing before I go. When we talk about skin aging after 60, there's a silent accelerator that most people never consider. Chronic, low-grade inflammation. The kind that doesn't cause a fever or make you feel sick. The kind that sits quietly in your tissues year after year, slowly degrading the collagen matrix that holds your skin together. The same inflammation that makes your joints stiff in the morning, that exact same process is breaking down the collagen in your face, in your hands, in your neck. A team led by Dr. Mark Weiss, a board-certified physician who formerly served at Walter Reed Army Medical Center, formulated 5 specific anti-inflammatory compounds into a single daily capsule backed by 14 clinical trials. I've placed a link to his research presentation in the description as well. So here is your action plan. And I want you to notice how simple this is. Vitamin C, get it from guava, red bell peppers, kiwi, and broccoli, not oranges, and spread your intake throughout the day. Your body can't store it. Biotin, eat cooked egg yolks, almonds, salmon, and lentils regularly. If you're on statins or blood pressure medication, talk to your doctor about whether your biotin is being depleted. Vitamin D, get 10 to 15 minutes of direct morning sunlight, no window in between. If you can't get sunlight consistently, supplement with D3 plus K2, 3 vitamins, 3 things that the longest lived, healthiest looking women on the planet are getting every single day from their food and their environment. 3 things that most Western women over 60 are chronically deficient in. The visible results can begin in 8 weeks. Your body is ready. It's been ready. If this information was valuable to you, share it with a woman over 50 who needs to hear it. And if you'd like to see the clinical research behind the formulations I mentioned, the links are in the description below. I'll see you in the next one.